Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcie Kobriger.
Now, livable wages and good benefits is what this group says they're after, as well as a voice at the bargaining table, a voice that's being heard very loudly here in Madison tonight. Vernon's didn't just make a transformation for Super Bowl week. The decor here has had the same theme for the past 25 years. However, it wasn't always a Packers bar. Now, police are telling us a 15-year-old student had been holding 23 of his classmates and a teacher hostage since before the school day ended at 3 o'clock. Now, the only physical change residents should notice is that after 4:30, these doors will be locked. The State Department of Administration says at one point this afternoon, as many as 10,000 people stood outside the state capitol in protest. And as you can see behind me right now, many of them are still here tonight. Now, it's a second day in a row of these demonstrations, and union members and union supporters say they'll be back tomorrow and they'll be back every day for as long as it takes to make their voices heard and stop Governor Walker's proposed budget bill.
Kill this bill! Kill this bill!
The noon rally at the state capitol was led by union leaders and members from around the state. Thousands held signs bearing many different messages, but they came to make a single, simple point to state lawmakers.
Hello, supporters of Wisconsin labor. Are you as mad as I am?
Some say they're angry their voices aren't being heard by local lawmakers refusing to take office visits.
Right now there's more democracy in Egypt than there is in Madison. Constituents can't get in to see their representatives.
Others say they're angry a governor who's been in office for less than 2 months is attempting to undo what unions have fought for decades to build.
For 75 years, we have fought to make our voices heard. And we're not going to be silenced today.
Now, there were also many non-union supporters here today who say their wages and benefits will be directly impacted if this bill passes. We'll have more from them tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, live in Madison, Marcie Kobriger, Action 2 News. As they walk through the doors at Marinette High School today, many students are still processing what took place here on Monday.
I was actually outside the door when one of the first or second shots were fired. We had no idea what it was. One student said that it might be some books being slammed or a door being slammed or something dropped. We had no idea, so we completely disregarded it.
The sound of shots, initially dismissed, still ring in the ears of many students 2 days after they were first fired in Mrs. Bird's first-floor classroom.
It's going to be awkward because I go to that classroom, so it's going to be weird to sit in the same classroom or even walk past it. I'm just scared because I know that there was a person that died, one of our friends that we all knew.
And while this first day back to class brought anxiety for a number of students, school administrators hope the return to a normal schedule will help them cope with what's happened here in the past 72 hours.
We need to address the issue. We can't try and put the issue behind us too quickly and forget about it because it will impact all of our lives for the rest of our lives. However, we're here to receive an education. Our teachers are here to keep our kids safe. So when we put those two goals at the front of every decision we make, we're going to be fine.
In Marinette, Marcie Kobriger, Action 2 News. Making your voice heard above the fray of Media Day can be difficult, but the Tonight Show's Ross the Intern Matthews offers some advice, or perhaps a warning.
You get 1 hour with one team and 1 hour with the other team, and then it's media from all over the world here, so you really have to elbow and fight and pull hair.
Are you going to do that?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I can be ruthless. I will French braid your hair if you're in my way.
Steer clear of Ross, but keeping out of everyone's way is impossible. Every media outlet imaginable, from TV Azteca to ESPN, is on the field at the Cowboys Stadium. A reporter with Pepsi even got a pass to access players.
Tell the world.
My nickname?
Yeah.
For me? For me?
Your very own nickname. You want a nickname? You can hear it here.
Big Baby.
Entertainment Tonight quizzed players on their knowledge of the Kardashian sisters. This hard-hitting reporter from Nickelodeon also brought some loaded questions.
Who's better at football, themselves or their video game selves? What they'll be texting after the game, after they win. We're also on the hunt for best use of facial hair.
Oh, really?
That's a big one this year.
Who's winning that one?
It's a tough call. I've seen some really good designs.
This reporter came dressed to impress.
This is a charro dress, Mexican dress.
Why'd you wear it today? He couldn't understand much of what anyone was saying, but what he lacked in English skills, he made up for in charm.
Repeat with me. Come here. This is a beautiful lady. Estás bien chula, mamita.
Oh, I don't know how. Say it again.
Bien.
Bien.
Chula.
Chula.
Mami.
Mami.
Yeah.
Are you making that up? In Irving, Texas, Marcie Kobriger, Action 2 News.
Good evening, I'm Marcie Kobriger. The NFL confirmed the lockout last night. Now today, Packers officials are speaking out. Mike Fink is here with reaction to the situation. Mike? All right, Mike, thanks very much. Well, if the lockout stretches into the regular season, the economy in the Green Bay area would take a big hit. A recent economic study shows one Packers home game brings in $8.2 million to Brown County. The overall impact is estimated at $282 million, supporting more than 2,500 jobs. Now, even though we're still months away from the start of the NFL season, businesses in the Stadium District are keeping a close eye on the lockout situation. Emily Matesic reports. Less than 24 hours after Governor Walker signed his amended budget repair bill into law, protesters came back to the Capitol by the droves. Also returning were most of the 14 Senate Democrats who left the state to protest the bill, which removes collective bargaining for most public employees. Taki Ono is live at the Capitol with more on today's events. Taki? Taki, thanks. Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald today called the 14 Senate Democrats the, quote, most shameful 14 people in the state of Wisconsin. He says their appearance was an insult to the thousands of Wisconsinites struggling to find a job. Fitzgerald added that their appearance was in direct violation of the contempt order issued by the Senate earlier this month. Green Bay police are investigating the possible sexual assault of a 5-year-old by an 11-year-old. Officers were called to a home on the east side of Green Bay overnight. Police say the alleged victim has been interviewed and taken to the hospital with what they describe as non-life-threatening injuries. Police have not said whether the alleged victim and 11-year-old suspect are related. The investigation continues. 3 people made it to shore safely after their pickup truck went through the ice on the Bay of Green Bay. It happened about 4 this afternoon near Red River Park. DNR officials say their pickup truck hit a weak spot in the ice. They caution everyone to use extra care on the ice, especially this time of year. A dozen people were evacuated when a fire broke out in the basement of an apartment building in the 400 block of Rutgers Street in Green Bay. When firefighters arrived at about 10:40 this morning, they found smoke in the basement and located the fire in a storage bin. Officials say they helped 2 residents get out of the building, and all 12 adults escaped the fire without injury. Residents kept warm on a city bus as the fire was put out. Most will be able to return to their apartments, but officials say 3 of the 12 units in the building were damaged. Well, the art scene heats up in the Green Bay area as Mardi Gras brings artists and buyers together at Shopko Hall. And sectional finals on the hardwood. We'll see which teams came out on top in sports. Gladly give up that hour tonight in exchange for those temperatures later this week.
That's going to be nice.
It will be. Yeah. Thanks very much, Brad. Well, artists and art lovers meet this weekend for the 2011 Mardi Gras at Shopko Hall. The annual art fair offers a chance for artists to show and sell their paintings, photographs, sculptures, and other types of art. This is the 4th year photographer Ryan Tischer has sold his artwork at Mardi Gras, and he says it gets better every year. All right, and even warmer later this week.
Yeah, a lot of 40s there.
All right, Brad, thanks very much. And of course, we've got the NFL lockout going on right now.
We do have more reaction about that, and plus 3 sectional finals tonight. Boys basketball have highlights and reaction coming up at 10.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and thank you so much for watching. We'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight. Have a great evening.